Good morning. This is Kathy Salisbury, the director of the Ambler Arboretum of Temple University, on another stay-at-home nature walk. I'm thinking that as you all go out and explore your natural areas at a safe social distance, of course, that you might be seeing some ferns popping up. And it occurred to me that while we can't really hang out with our friends and we can't really make new friends right now, we can get to know some fronds. And so we're going to be taking a look at fern fronds this morning. Just a short look. And to be quite honest, this particular fern, I am not sure who exactly it is. I believe it's related to the ostrich ferns, but I do know it's not native. And it gets about 4.5 feet tall when it completely unfurls. But you know, these fronds on ferns are called fiddle-heads, and some are edible, like those of the ostrich fern. When they emerge, you can cut the fronds in this fiddle-head form and saute them with butter and garlic and eat them like any other spring vegetable you might have. But positive identification is important, and so I wouldn't be harvesting these because I don't have the tag for this and I don't remember who exactly it is. So if anybody has any ideas of who this fern might be, I would like to make a new frond. All right, we'll go and take a look at a couple I do know who they are. But you can see all these fern fronds popping up in the early spring perennial garden. We have some zizia here, not quite in flower yet. A wood poppy here just starting to bloom. And if we go up here, we get to these great red fronds. So let's see here. You can see here this red frond that are kind of popping up with these red stems. These are the fronds of sensitive ferns. And sensitive ferns like shady, wet areas, they are native. And so I happen to have in my yard kind of this poorly drained clayey soil. And these just pop up in all kinds of places and they seem to really like it. And I really like having them so they can spread. But if you're out walking around, because these are native, you are likely to find these sensitive fern fronds. So notice the red stems. And notice that they'll kind of be in wetter areas. Doesn't have to be shady areas, can be wet, sunny areas, wet, sunny fields. I see them in open, sunny, wet fields a lot as well. Some people consider them a bit aggressive, and you can always just kind of pull them out and transplant them. But yeah, so these are the sensitive fern fronds. So, you know, we have sensitive fronds and we have tough fronds. Just like our friends, right, that we might be missing. And the next one we're going to go up and take a look at are those fronds that we see in the holidays. You know, the fronds we have just in the holidays. That's the times that we see them. And so today we're going to visit our Christmas fronds. And so these have expanded quite a bit since even earlier this week. But this is the fronds of Christmas fern. So they're unfurling here. You can see those unfurling here. Let's see if we can get a good, I'm a terrible videographer. So, but here you can see, zoom out a little bit, that they're just starting to unfurl. They're nice and backlit by the sunrise this morning. It's a chilly day here, freeze warning, but these fronds don't care. These are, you know, you might have your cold weather fronds that you hang out with. I do. And these are still on their way to growing. And look at how they're like works of art. They're all kind of, they look like an octopus here, all tangled up and unfurling every which way. These are Christmas ferns, and Christmas ferns are evergreen. And so we can see some of the leaves still hanging out here. And if you look at the leaves, so what my professors showed me when I was learning my ferns and making fronds with ferns, there's only a couple more minutes of these awful puns, I promise you. But so what you see here is the individual leaflet on this fern here. Notice it has a little bump on the leaflet there. And so if you see a fern that's evergreen, kind of lower growing, it likes shady areas, rocky woodland areas. It's pretty common in this area. But if you see it has this little bump on this leaflet here, what I was taught is thumbs up for Christmas. So it looks like a hand with its thumb up. And so if you see that, you know that you have a Christmas fern there. So let's just get another look, a final look at our Christmas fern fronds. And thank you for joining me today to make some new fronds. I hope to see you in the Ambler Arboretum soon.